The scene introduces a 10-minute English practice session. The session aims to improve English language skills within a limited time frame. The practice is designed to be a focused and efficient learning experience. The learning environment is presented as friendly and approachable. The session is structured to provide a concise and effective English learning opportunity. The subject introduces herself with a statement of personal identity. Personal names serve as fundamental identifiers in social interactions. Names provide a basic form of self-representation and recognition by others. The act of stating one's name initiates communication and establishes presence. Self-introduction is a foundational element of interpersonal relationships. The phrase, "Hello, how are you?" is a common greeting used in English-speaking cultures. It serves as an initial inquiry into the well-being of the person being addressed. The greeting often implies a polite and friendly intention to initiate conversation. The response is typically a brief acknowledgement of well-being, such as, "I'm fine, thank you." The exchange is a social convention and may not always indicate genuine concern. The phrase can be adapted to different levels of formality, such as "Hi" or "How's it going?" The phrase "I am fine, thank you" is a common polite response to the question, "How are you?" This response indicates that the speaker is in acceptable health or emotional state. It also serves as a courteous way to acknowledge the inquiry. The phrase can be used even if the speaker is not entirely well, as a way to avoid further discussion. Context and tone of voice can significantly alter the perceived meaning of this seemingly simple expression. The question, "What is your name?" is a fundamental inquiry used to identify an individual. This question serves as an initial step in social interaction and data collection. The response to "What is your name?" provides a unique identifier for communication and record keeping. Understanding the purpose of this question is crucial for effective communication and data management. The answer to this question is often the first piece of personal information exchanged in many contexts. The question, "What is your name?" is a cornerstone of personal and professional interactions. Initial greetings establish a foundation for social interaction and communication. Verbal introductions facilitate the exchange of names and personal information. Polite greetings are essential for creating a positive first impression. Social conventions dictate the use of greetings to acknowledge and respect others. Greetings serve as a gateway to further conversation and relationship building. The act of greeting acknowledges the presence and importance of the individual being addressed. The sequence begins with the number 1. Following 1, the number 2 appears. Building upon the sequence continues with 3, adding to the growing numerical progression. The sequence concludes with 4 and 5, completing the numerical set. The week consists of 7 days, each with a unique name and position in the sequence. Monday marks the beginning of the work or school week for many. Tuesday follows Monday, continuing the progression of the week. Wednesday is often considered the middle of the work week. Thursday precedes Friday, building anticipation for the weekend. Friday concludes the typical work week, leading into the weekend. The current time is indicated as 10 o'clock. This time represents a specific point in the diurnal cycle. 10 o'clock can be represented in both analog and digital formats. The phrase 10 o'clock denotes a specific temporal measurement. Breakfast consumption provides initial energy for daily activities. The digestive system processes breakfast to extract nutrients and fuel the body. Nutrients from breakfast support cognitive functions and physical performance. A balanced breakfast typically includes carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Regular breakfast consumption is associated with improved overall health and well-being. Coffee is a brewed drink prepared from roasted coffee beans, the seeds of berries from certain coffea species. The coffea plant is cultivated in over 70 countries, primarily in the equatorial regions of the Americas, Southeast Asia, India, and Africa. Coffee beans are typically roasted to varying degrees, depending on the desired flavor profile. Brewing coffee involves extracting the flavor compounds from roasted coffee beans using hot water. Different brewing methods. such as drip, French press, and espresso, yield distinct coffee characteristics. Coffee contains caffeine, a stimulant that affects the central nervous system, providing alertness and reducing fatigue. Parks offer recreational spaces for walking and physical activity. Walking in parks promotes physical and mental well-being. Park environments provide opportunities for social interaction and community engagement. Parks contribute to urban biodiversity and ecological balance. Access to green spaces in urban areas enhances quality of life. Reading involves decoding written symbols to derive meaning and understanding. The process of reading encompasses visual perception, language processing, and cognitive integration. Reading comprehension relies on vocabulary knowledge, contextual understanding, and inference skills. Reading facilitates knowledge acquisition, critical thinking, and personal enrichment. The inquiry, "Where is the bus stop?" indicates a need for directional information. Bus stops are designated locations for passengers to board and alight public transportation. Directional awareness relies on understanding spatial relationships and local landmarks. Effective navigation requires recognizing and interpreting signage and environmental cues. The statement, "My mother is a teacher," identifies a familial relationship and an occupation. This declarative sentence conveys factual information about a person's role within a family and their profession. The subject, "mother," indicates a specific family member, while "teacher" denotes a specific type of employment. The sentence structure follows a subject-verb-object pattern, conveying a direct and simple statement of fact. This statement implies a personal connection and provides insight into the speaker's family background. The statement, "My father is a doctor," indicates a familial relationship and a profession. The phrase identifies a direct family connection between the speaker and their father. The word "doctor" specifies the father's occupation within the medical field. This declaration provides information about the speaker's immediate family and their professional life. The statement implies a potential influence of the father's profession on the speaker's life. The statement, "I have a sister," indicates the existence of a sibling relationship. This implies that the speaker shares at least one parent with the sister. The sister is a female sibling. The relationship is defined by shared genetic heritage and divided by or legal recognition. Sibling relationships often involve emotional bonds and mutual support. The statement, "I have a brother," indicates a familial relationship. This relationship signifies shared genetic heritage and familial bonds. Having a brother implies a shared upbringing and potential for mutual support. The existence of a brother suggests a family structure beyond just the individual. The act of introducing someone involves presenting them to another person. Introductions facilitate initial social connections and interactions. Formal introductions often include names and relevant background information. Introductions can be verbal or nonverbal, depending on the context. Introductions establish a basis for future communication and collaboration. The purpose of an introduction is to create a connection between individuals. Clear skies indicate a sunny day. Sunlight provides warmth and energy to the environment. The presence of sunlight affects the visibility and color perception of objects. Sunny days are characterized by high levels of solar radiation. Rain is atmospheric water vapor, condensing into liquid droplets that fall under gravity. Raindrops form as water vapor condenses around microscopic particles in the atmosphere. The intensity of rainfall is determined by the size and number of raindrops. Rain is a crucial part of the water cycle, replenishing surface and groundwater resources. Acid rain forms when pollutants mix with atmospheric water, harming ecosystems. Rainfall patterns vary geographically due to climate and weather systems. Summer is characterized by warm temperatures and long daylight hours. During summer, plant life flourishes due to increased sunlight and warmth. Summer is often associated with outdoor activities and recreation. The increased solar energy during summer drives various natural processes. Summer marks a period of growth and abundance in many ecosystems. The statement, "I like apples," expresses a personal preference for apples. This preference indicates a positive emotional response or enjoyment associated with consuming apples. Such preferences are subjective and vary from person to person. Personal preferences influence food choices and dietary habits. The market serves as a central location for buyers and sellers to exchange goods. Purchasing bread involves a transaction where money is exchanged for a baked product. Bread is a staple food made from flour, water, and yeast, baked to a firm consistency. Markets facilitate economic activity by providing a platform for trade and commerce. Consistent, daily review of this video is recommended for enhancing English listening comprehension. Regular practice is essential for improving English speaking proficiency. Repetitive viewing and listening can reinforce language learning and retention. This video serves as a tool for continuous improvement in English language skills.